I am sick and tired of buying new loaves of bread every couple of days. Come on, bitch. And having to discard them to the chickens and spending money all the time just to purchase something that goes bad. So I'm on a journey to making everything at my house. Honestly, there are such bad, toxic ingredients in store packaged items, and the more that you can be making things at home and just living a more self-sustainable lifestyle, the better off we are going to be. But I am going to feed my chickens. She's trying to steal the bread. Okay, honestly, there's not too many ingredients here, but we still have some thiamine, monotrate, riboflavin, niacin, things that we honestly do not need. So today I'm going to go over how I actually start my sourdough, and we're going to make a batch and hopefully start to rebel by making our own sourdough bread, our own sourdough starter, which, although it seems like a lot of work, it is very easy. It's only going to take 7 days, and of those 7 days, there's not even that much stuff that needs to be done. It's literally just flour and water, and maybe some honey, depending on which recipe you're using, but today we're just doing flour and water. So the first step is going to be getting a nice clean jar that we can be putting this in. So I'm going to grab one. I'm also going to make sure that I have a lid for it. So I'm just using a mason jar. This is, how big is it? 300 milliliters. Good size small one. I've used this for some canning. I'm going to use canning lid, and then we're going to get some unbleached white flour and some water and measuring cups. Okay, so we have a nice glass jar. This is just an old canning jar that I've had before. We're going to add half a cup of all-purpose flour. You want to make sure that it's unbleached. You can just take a knife to the top of it, make sure it's nice and flat here. We're going to put this into our jar. And then we're going to do 1/4 cup water. I have a nice spoon here. We're going to mix her up. Just get everything that you can. Now, if it's not mixing very well, you can add 1-2 tablespoons of water just to make sure. So it just kind of depends on your environment, where you live. It can be a little bit different. So you can always add a little bit more. Just add a little bit in this corner. That doesn't want to get mixed in. Now, this is really it. We're then going to just take our little lid, place it on top. It does not need to be airtight. We're not going to close it up. You can still let air come in through here. This is basically just to make sure that it is sealed. You don't have any little buggies or things coming in from the outside. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put this in a warmer spot. So that can be inside of a cupboard. If it is warm just in general at your house, if it's summer, then you can put this on a countertop where you'll remember to actually add your components each day. So like I said, This is a 7-day process. Each day you're gonna have an assignment to do. I'm gonna list everything down below. Tomorrow is just to watch it, make sure that it's starting to bubble, and just follow those step-by-step instructions. I will be recording every single day and compiling it into another video that I will link down below so you have the entire process, but really, really easy. Now, I like to store mine into my cupboard. I just put it in my microwave. We do not use our microwave that often. It is not very clean, so please disregard. But I'll just put it in here because it's a nice, warm, isolated spot. And then each day that we're going to do an activity, I'll just go in, take it out, and then put it in here afterwards. Remember the time that you did this. So it's around 3 p.m. where I am right now. And every time that you do your updates to it, which is basically just either not doing anything, you're just going to be observing it, or it is going to be adding a 1/2 cup of flour to a 1/4 cup of water, potentially taking out some discard from your mixture, but that's really it. So fingers crossed everything goes well, and I hope you enjoyed this. Best of luck if you have not started your own sourdough starter. This is your message to start your own.